Fairbanks. He is a Missoula native here in Missoula, Montana tonight, and he is coming from Hollywood, California. I can tell you I saw his show earlier tonight, and it was hilarious, so if you're not laughing, you are lame. Here is Chris Fairbanks.
That was a reference to earlier. There's supposed to be a puddle. Weren't we going to put a puddle there? Let's do flying solo tonight, huh? That's like... It's good to be back. Thanks for having me. Thanks. I've been depressed lately, so I started hitting the gym. Gym's just what I named my bed. Put on your sheets, James. Gonna get in you, Jimmy. That's a weird one. Hate to say that. Oh no, I think I'm paranoid. I went to the doctor the other day, just purely for shits and giggles, because I feel like those happening at the same time. There's something wrong with me. I should at least be able to laugh. They say this is the biggest fear, public speaking. That and heights in our country. Which is silly, because we all know our biggest fear is being tipped over while in a porta potty. Can you imagine? Tons of different people, the whole campground's shit, and cancer-y detergent, blue detergent, just in your... Maybe my friends are just dicks. Half of them are here. Now they're all like, where's the other half if they aren't here? I have other friends here, you guys. Dock workers. Some dock workers. The other night I was in Canada. I was eating, this woman sitting next to us started choking, but she didn't know the international sign for choking. She was doing more of a Pacific Coast sign. California, it's all about you, isn't it? You can't get all regional when you're telling people you're dying. It's nice. It feels good. This feels nice. Other than the one where your teeth are falling out and your hands are melting and your lower body is that of a horse, you should always follow your dreams. Well, one door closes, another one opens. That's my impression of a guy trying to stay positive while living in a haunted house. Shit's scary. Sometimes you want to rest one phalange at a time. JBL's coming in hard. It's funny, Yamaha makes motorcycles and pianos. That's their thing. They make motorcycles and pianos. Way to nail a non-existent demographic, Yamaha. One happy Asian with a mullet. Shredding. Shredding. They make violins too. My roommate says I look gay when I brush my teeth. Gay? What? Efficient? Not gay. Here's how I brush my teeth. I get 2 brushes. Just go to town. And then when I'm done, I squirt toothpaste on my chest. I guess that's kind of gay. In retrospect. Everyone's always like, do you always hook up with girls on the road? No. The girls come up and they're like, you're gay, right? That's what they always say. I'm not gay. I just like cats more than dogs. And I sit when I pee and I take baths. The point is, I made love and I fought. Girls and dudes, respectively. Wait, what order did I say it? You know what I'm saying. Punch dudes. And I like cats. I pet the shit out of cats. I love cats. They're fickle with their love, and then they go away, and then they come back, and you're like, oh, I've earned it. You earn it with a cat, all right? Dogs are all up in your grill, dog. They're always like, I love you, and they lick your face, and it's like, yeah, I get it. Dogs are like having a girlfriend. And I'm allergic to dogs. I'll pet the shit out of one. Pet it till it shits. But I'm not. I'm allergic to them. I get hivey. I'll still pet one. If the dog comes up, I'll pet it. I don't care. Wash my hands. It's my routine. But everyone's always like, oh, your cat, how is she? How old is she? And no one ever corrects. Yeah, all cats are she's. If you make that mistake with a dog, like there was this old lady in a park walking a dog, and of course it came, you're allergic to me, right? Let me rub up on your leg. So I was petting this dog, and then I was just out of making conversation. I was like, oh, that's a nice dog. What kind is he? And she goes, well, he is a she. Oh, wow. Do we really need to correct people? You know who doesn't know what I'm saying? Your fucking dog. English, not the first language. Brain the size of a baby fist. Like, your dog doesn't, and if you listen to Bob Barker at all, you chop the nuts off. That doesn't make you the biggest cheerleader for its gender. Dogs don't run around with Adam's apples and sideburns. And who cares? I don't care if it's a boy dog or a lady. I'm not trying to fuck your dog. But it is embarrassing. You don't want to embarrass yourself in a park with a dog. Oh, a dog penis, I don't know. Usually I get on like an automotive back cart and I just wheel myself under the chassis. Oh, here's what we got here. We got a blown gasket in the vagina. This dog has a vagina, everyone. I'm going to hold it up in this park and announce, this dog has a vagina. Don't make the mistake I almost did publicly. That would have looked foolish. Anyway, dog vagina here. Vagina? Oh, the whole joke is based around me kind of doing a Scooby-Doo voice. Dad, bro, vagina. I don't know how to end it. I'm a bit of a metrosexual, and by that I mean I ride the city bus while masturbating, but I think that for a while I didn't have a car. I did ride the bus. One time I got on the bus and there was this old guy that had been on the bus for months. He was very smelly. And I didn't sit next to him. I was like, hey, but I felt bad. I'm like, yeah, there's open seat next to the stinky old guy. And then he goes, you can sit next to me. I don't bite. Oh. Yeah, gross old guy. No one fucking bites. Goes without saying. If you're gonna say that, you might as well go, I don't bite. But I used to bite. Oh, sweet mother of God, did I used to bite everyone? Ah! He takes out his dentures, they chop on their own accord like a windy 50s toy. Oh. Drive her down? Did you say drive her down? More of a vehicular Van Halen album than drive her down. Were you saying dive her down? You think I should have gone down on the old guy? Gross. Gross, sir. Do you guys think the real Uncle Sam used to walk around on stilts? At a Kia dealership? I'm not. Some of them I'll throw away. They're making a birth control pill for men. Yes. It's not that exciting. They just settled on a Valentine's Day hard candy with the words pull out on it. It works okay. In February. I do okay. I feel like sometimes I think I'm shooting blanks. I think I am. I've never tried to make a baby and then have it, keep the baby. I've never made a baby, I've never turned down a baby that I've made. You're a jerk. Not that I'm pro-life. I mean, in certain situations, you have to turn down your baby. Depending on your financial situation. When I ejaculate, nothing comes out. Nothing at all. Just a really loud bang and a puff of smoke. And a flag unfurls out of my urethra. And it just says sorry on it. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. It's hard to reload. Gotta refurl it. I think it's what I say during sex. Like you say the wrong thing sometimes, because it's the heat of passion. You get all excited, and you tend to blurt. You get Tourette's-y. When you want to say something nice, and I've been saying something really nice, and I feel like it's gotten mixed reviews. I'll run it by you guys, let me know what you think. Right towards the end of sex, the breathy hard part. I like to go, oh, Daddy's got to go number 3. First of all, it's very specific. You know what that means. I grew up here. I went to Paxson. Any Paxson Panthers waiting to pounce? Fighting in the wings. Panther. Forget about the Grizzlies and the Bobcats. Panthers. Fuck with a panther. When I was a kid, my mom made me a hunter's orange safety jacket. On the back, she taped with reflective tape a octagon with a stop Just a stop sign on my back, on my jacket, on the one jacket that I brought to cool school? No, not cool. I wore the jacket at recess. They wanted me to safely get my ass kicked. Far from cool. That word, mix them up, didn't work. My dad made me a flag on a stick, a stop sign flag. Not a little stick, like a broomstick. A fucking giant flapping flag. Because they, that's suggesting there wasn't a crossing guard on duty at Higgins. But there was. So I just show up dressed like some lady. As if to say, ma'am, I can cross myself. Jacket out. Just wait in your lawn chair. See you at lunch. She had 2 jobs. I was nervous. I was scared, not because of traffic. I didn't think I'd get hit by a car. I would think a car would pull over, grab me. In Missoula, big time, any white van is a kidnapper. Anyone who owns a van will take you and fuck you. That's what you learn. Anyone in a van, anyone, Econo line, doesn't matter. Viking, airbrushed on the side, they're all good fucking candy and fucking. That's all you'll find in any van. And I had a stop sign. I thought that when I was a kid, my logic was the flag. I'm not kidding. I thought that I had a stop flag for kidnappers and pederasses. I thought that I was saying, stop thinking about grabbing me. And really, in reality, I'm dressed in bright colors, waving it like a sparkette. As if, don't try and molest me. You'll get double the time. I'm in a school zone. Whenever I say I'm from Montana, everywhere you go, you guys know when you leave town, there's 2 things that happen when you say, I'm from Montana. The first is like, oh, I love a river runs through it. Yeah, we all worked on it. We were all on set. And Pitt did it. This is makeup. Or they're like, oh, Montana. I'm sorry. Fuck you. I like it. I like it there. Don't go. What's it like up in Montana? What's it like up in a cabin? Ugh. Your whole family lived in a cabin. Or you lived in an igloo. What's it like in a frosty-ass igloo cabin? Half ice, half wood, with one cot with your whole family. You just slept. What's it like to sleep with your grandpa, Chafee, waiting for a Wonka bar? That's your only hope out, is to open the right candy bar. No plumbing. Do you just shit in a bucket, I guess? Oh, what's it like? You just learned about computers as you shit in a bucket? How do you get it off? You can't be thought. You have no electricity, right? You probably unthought, de-thought, maybe. Either way you say it, you're doing the same thing with a blubber lamp, not from a sheep. You fire up a blubber lamp from one of the many sheep you domesticate and have intimate relations with. You fuck sheep, don't you? Oh, fuck you. I moved to Texas, that's all they said. How are you spitting out your Copenhagen long enough to tell me I'm uncivilized? Yeah, book learning. Tobacco. Yeah. I hear you're grown. I just quit smoking. Sorry, yeah, I said that wrong. I quit just smoking. That's what I meant to say. I quit just smoking. Now I smoke and chew Copenhagen and Skoal and Kodiak and Grizzly and Beech Nut and Dirt and cigarettes. I smoke some cigarette and I chew the other cigarettes. I put them and bacon. I chew bacon. Because my new addiction is having diarrhea. And every morning. Like Charlie, I am part Native American. I wish I'd known before college. I'm part Native Salish Kootenai. Not by blood, just my mom used a dream catcher as a diaphragm. And I would know the dream you're going to capture. That joke's by Lance Hughes. That's right, that's his other name. I miss Montana, though. There's a bunch of stuff here that you don't see, like shy people. Remember them? Every kid is a cocky asshole now. But there's still shy people in Montana. There's still shy people here, redheads and Subarus. Can't see Subarus outside of Montana. Or redheads, thank God. Gross. Gross. I'm not talking about someone that paid for hair work. That being freckly people with translucent eyebrows. Always telling lies. Giant feet. Big pale fingers. Can't play basketball with them. Right in the eye with a finger. And it's always their left hand. These fucking left-handed people. We need to get them on an island. When my grandma, she's born left-handed, we tied that shit behind her back, and if it got loose, a nun hit it with a ruler. And now we nurture it with green-handled scissors and sunscreen. Ugh. Cops. Is it so much to ask for an authority figure to be smarter than me? I'm not going to change the subject. I mean, kids at water slides. When you're at Big Sky Water Slide and some 16-year-old's like, no running! You're a child. Watch your lip. Kids are cocky now. When I was a kid, I was scared of anyone older than me. I just thought anyone older than me was going to punch my face. And I go to skate parks now, and they're like, dropping! Get out of the way! I'm dropping! You're a child! Shut up! But I like kids. I have an uncle, I have a nephew, and 2 nieces that look the same. I think they call that twins. And when you go to a skate park now, it's just a free daycare center. Parents just drop their kids off at a cement daycare center. See you at 5, I don't really want to raise you. And then I'm a grown-up skater dad. Because I'm a grown-up. And so I see little kids, I like kids, but they aren't mine. And then when you're skating, you're focused. I focus on it. And then there's some cute little kid, like, caught in the bottom of a pool, like Sand Trap in Star Wars, can't get out, crooked helmet, adorable, plastic skates. Get the fuck out of the way. You're cute, but I'm going to hit you. I'm heading at your ass, and I'm going to kill you. I should have seen him because I just dropped. That's all I can do is drop in anymore. But I saw there's a little kid in the bottom. Hi, and I'm dropped right into him. I'm like, oh, cute kid, I'm gonna hurt you. And I did. I ran into him so hard, kind of absorbed the impact, like embraced him almost, like, oh, and I heard his back go, like the whole spine crack. And he's like, ow! And I'm a grown-up, so I'm like, oh, sweetie. That's why I said, oh, sweetie. And then he's like, sweetie, all right, pedophile, let's back up. And your blonde mustache, I had a blonde mustache. So then I had to be like, I mean, sweet, fucking sweetie, sweet. That was so sweet, sweet. Yeah, that's what I said, that was sweet. Sweetie. But it was too late, I already had a boner. And kids these days notice details. Running into the kid happened. The thing we established now, get boners anymore. They say there's as much bacteria on an ATM machine as on a public toilet. Ugh. Yeah, that's the last time I typed my PIN number with my penis. I burnt my, okay wait, I'm a good roommate. Conscientious, like, and I guess I've had episodes where I drink or whatever, and I like to sleep in the bathroom. It doesn't matter. The point is I use the bathroom to its full potential, and I light a match like a gentleman, and I fumigate the air with the match. And then where are you going to throw the match? Garbage? Start a fire, dummy. Throw it in the toilet, in that triangle of water in between your legs. And yeah, maybe the match landed on my dick for a second. Like a real quick set, like, duly noted, hot dick. I flicked it off. I didn't leave it like, no, yep, that's hot, affirmative. No, I was like, hey, immediately. And the next day, there's a blister, and I had kind of passed out the night before, and I woke up, I'm like, herpes, 1 in 3 people. I guess my number got called, like in a horrible deli. So I saw that, and I went straight to a Planned Parenthood place, and I'm like, I think I got herpes. And she immediately was like, yeah, that's a burn. And that's when it all came back to me right then. So I had to be like, you know what, I do now quite vividly remember burning my own penis. Don't ask why. It's fine. I give my penis a lot of shit. I shouldn't do that. I feel good. A lot of people say I have the body of Michelangelo's David. Muscular, pale, with half a penis. It's a Renaissance sculpture joke. Part of that guy's dick's missing. Anyway, all right. Well, yeah, new jokes are like kids that you let out into the world, and sometimes they get beat up. I have nice nails. Like there's a cuticle, like a white thing, and then the ends are nice. And I've never clipped mine. I chew them nervously since I was a kid, but I'm good at it. I'm like, perfect. They look beautiful. Another friend of mine's like, do you get your nails done? I'm like, no, I just chew them. He's like, yeah, me too. And it just looked like saw blades. No. Beautiful nails, all from chewing. So I want to open a salon. A bunch of ladies sitting and I thanks. Now you can tip in the dark. My nervousness could be your beauty secret. What is that? Just giant balls. That's something else I do. Massage? Massage. I lived in the South for a while, and there's massage parlors everywhere. Like on the side of the freeway, it would just say, massage. And then, and lingerie modeling. Yeah, that's a classic combo, isn't it? Legitimate, Reiki, tantric, whatever, massage. And then, you know what? Maybe sometimes you need something modeled. Why not have it in the same double-wide trailer on the side of a freeway? Out of convenience. I originally came here because of a crook in my back, but I bought this for my wife, and I'm not sure if it'll fit her. It looks like that young Filipino runaway is exactly my wife's size. Why didn't she model it? Why am I woken up in a bathtub without my kidneys? I want to say sorry after half my jokes. My dad was in the war, all of the wars. My dad was in every war we've had. Yeah, I know. So when you mention the war, you have to go cry somewhere. Do it on the toilet. Cry on the toilet like a normal man. It makes me laugh. He never talked about it. Vietnam. Didn't talk about it much. Remember once he talked about it. I was having a slumber party, mostly kids. My dad came down, he's trembling, sweaty. I knew he'd had another nightmare, you know, and he looked at all of his kids, I'll never forget it. And he goes, do you guys want to see my Purple Heart? And I was like, wow, that's a big deal. The Purple Heart Award. But it's less of a big deal when your dad just pulls out this Polaroid of him squeezing his own balls. Right in the neck. That's a visual. I think I'm losing half of you, and I know you. I'm gonna have a funeral. I want the seating to be a lot like this. I don't plan on dying, but I'm planning on my funeral. Seating like this, empty, you'll be there. We're gonna cremate my legs, set those aside for a minute, then taxidermy my upper torso, holding a saxophone. So the casket, rotate out, go towards the audience, there'll be an audience, and then just the steamiest rock and roll sax solo, like Huey Lewis in the Newsy, like St. Elmo's Fire sax, just blowing the doors off the place with like a smoke machine in there. I'll be buried with it, and then my sunglasses, Ray-Bans, occasionally go down like, oh yeah, and my jaw animatronic, oh yeah, I'll be a tall bear with like remote control, oh yeah. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, this is I love old sax, and then right then launch my leg remains out of a t-shirt cannon into their open, amazed faces. Ah, it's a beautiful, powdered legs. It has to be powdered legs. Is it part of a shoelace? It's important to celebrate stuff, though. My friend had a party the other night. He's doing pretty well, and he had this party. There's all these people hanging out, and then he got this phone call, and he had to go outside, and right then, a waiter at the place came holding a balloon with a cake, and he came out, and he's like, started to sing, and they had to stop him. They're like, oh, he's outside, and the guy got super pissed. He's like, oh, and he walked away pissed off, holding a balloon. That's the first time I've seen a grown man angry holding a balloon. It's the best thing ever. I want to see a crying cowboy licking an ice cream cone. Yeah, things are rough. That's tough. Isn't it weird when you see an ex-cop car just being driven by a person? I think the cops need to do a better job of screening the people that sell their cop cars to. Because we all know the shape of the headlights now. It's been that Grand Marquis or whatever, so you're like, oh shit, and you slow down. And then up pulls a guy in a cop car, but he just spray painted the windows black, or the doors, and the light is turned down, and he's just a murderer. He'll just be a murderer. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, face tattoos, shaving with a Bowie knife. You made me go the speed limit, Dick. That was to set up a cop joke. I don't know, I want to change my driver's license just for promotional reasons, changed my name to my website. Just so every time someone looks at my driver's license, I'm promoting. Funny. Always be like, do you know how fast you went through that intersection? www.chrisfairbanks.com. Again, that was a new one. I don't know. You can't just say shit confidently and hope it works. Do you ever notice when someone gets mad at someone and they wear glasses, they'll use their glasses to punctuate yelling at someone? I told you to clean your room. Oh, the glasses are off. It means something. Until that person gets contacts. I told you to clean your room. Where'd you go, you blurry little bastard? You got some learning to do. Oh, I can't remember. It's weird, everyone does the fist pound handshake, like, hey, what's up, homie? Yeah. And I'm like, I don't. I'm white as the Dickens. But I'll do it. I'll succumb to it, like, yeah, all right, player, yeah. But I'll try and instigate it, like, hey, what's that? And they've done that, and I panic and grab it like a doorknob. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know why I'm twisting it. Instinct, I guess. What is carpal tunnel? I don't understand. You're crying. You're an adult. And then I go like that. I figure it's like a doorway to their heart. Here's the one I want to launch. Just drop it like a fragrance. Go like, hey, what's up? And then go like that. Hey, what's up? Yeah. And instinctively, someone will put a finger in there. What's up? Yeah, it's good. Oh, it's good to meet. Good to meet you. Nice tie. I'm gonna like working here. I got my cat a subscription to Cat Fancy magazine. I've been feeding him nothing but fancy feast. And my cat has yet to get fancy. And that's not a joke. But it does make you conjure the image of a cat in a tuxedo wearing a top hat with a monocle on a little razor scooter. Okay, now you can laugh because that's fucking great. Are you not thinking of the cat? Think of it. Cat in a tux with a hat and a thing. Fancy cat. Guys, go with me on these things. If you look in rays of light, hair's flying in it. Dust and stuff, sure, but hair. That's in my mouth now. If you look at a ray of sunlight, there's just hair hovering. Not falling, like because of gravity. Just hangs out. Yep, hair's attracted to light. Look at it next to him. Blow your mind. We're grown-ups, so I'll blow your mind. Why is there hair in the light? Or is there hair always, everywhere? But you don't know until it's illuminated that we're all walking around inhaling ghost pubes. You don't know about these nasty-ass apparitions. When they're not chasing a scary ball down a hotel hallway, they're just in the dark going, yeah, enjoy that. I'll be under the stairs, playing air guitar. You're like sweeping. No, I don't even own a cat. Sometimes I talk wrong. There's an example. Saying the words talk wrong. I'm too much of a dick to admit I'm an idiot, so when I say something stupid, I just like to convince that person that's just the hip new slang that I'm kicking. One time I was like, oh man, if those bricks fell off, they'd land on us and be so much heavy. My friend's like, what'd you say? So much heavy. Friends say that. I meant to. Fresh air this day. There is so much of it. Toaster, oven, love child, black bread. You catch my heavy? I have Russian hat on. I was at the gymnasium where I toss around the medicine ball. And I saw this girl. She was so, like, a muscular, thick leg, like so hot. And I saw her, and I went to say, hi there. And out of my mouth came, thigh hair. Thigh hair to you. You are not pleased, are you? That is maybe, considering your shorts, the worst thing I could have said. Ever. Thigh hair. Fuck. In the shower. Trolling for dudes. Yeah, at that point, you just have to confuse her. Weird, why'd that only register with that part? Isn't that weird? Oh. It got colder. I thought it'd be warmer, but to me it's cold. I got deacclimated. Sorry. I was so cold when I got here. Winter, it's just 48. But everywhere, every time, people say this here, and then I was confused because they say it in Texas too. You don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. What? Texas and then Montana, that's far away. I've heard that everywhere. People say that in California, where the weather doesn't change. I think every state is in competition for the most fickle weather. I haven't traveled much. They said it in Canada. I bet they say it everywhere. You don't like the weather in Russia, comrade. Wait in line for bread. And then we wait in line for fuzzy hats. And then weather finally changed. It's hard to have a girlfriend, because I don't like occasionally having to explain why there's traces of glitter on my face. I like arts and crafts. I like crafting. Welcome back. Howdy. Ah, that's all right. Totally normal. Oh, you weren't going to sit next to her, and then you decided to. Did you guys fight earlier or something? You did? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I need a crystal ball. I do have one crystal ball. Me and Lance Armstrong. I was in North Carolina. I think they still do this here, where you'll listen to the radio, like the music will abruptly stop, and then it's followed with the following is a test of the emergency broadcast system. And then it goes. It doesn't start laughing. It's good. No, it just goes. And then, well, that concludes our test. Fuck, of what? Whatever. Tornadoes? Are we about to get attacked by fax machines? Because that's the noise you just made. Oh, shit, I thought I'd call the phone. Nope. They're going to come down here. Tape your windows shut. They're going to come down, duplicate shit once, poor quality, highly pixelated. Stay in your offices. Gross puke. My friend, I don't worry about identity theft. Do you guys? We're supposed to. My friend Michelle has a paper shredder. She owns it. It's in her home, small home, bedroom. It's in her bedroom, next to her bed. Just she wakes up and there's a paper shredder. She just has nightmares about identity theft and wakes up. I gotta take care of my trail now. But I don't worry about it. Here's what I do. I think I have a pretty good system. Anytime I get a bank statement or something, I rip it in half. I guess I'm hoping my identity thief is in the alley, rummaging through the garbage going, oh man, I hate even the simplest of puzzles. Foiled! Guess I'll take in these bottles for redemption like I originally intended, because I am homeless. I've been pretty happy. They say money doesn't buy love or happiness, but it seems to rent it for a while. So. Did that. Lance's mom, that was from the last show. When I was a kid, all the taller, handsome kids would like take your hat and dangle it above your head. And you'd be like, come on. And now I'm a grown-up, and the hat has become a woman. If all good things come to those who wait, and all good things soon come to an end, aren't we then waiting just for something to be good for a moment? Fucking new jokes suck. It's hard to... Delete Alt Control. / delete you from my friends. Why am I like a sassy Latina that doesn't have a Latin accent? I was gonna get some ink done. My legs are tiny and white, and like a geisha doll's, and hairless, totally hairless. Just nothing. They're so gross. I have one tattoo of that's a Band-Aid, but don't shade a Band-Aid to be a cylinder. That's a corn dog. I have a corn dog covering a less than 3, which, if you, I met this girl, and, way back, MySpace days. And she sent me a less than 3, and I'm like, what's that? Ass with a birthday hat? I'm really good with the ladies. But then I got a phone with text, and it's a heart. That's a heart. So on our first date together, because it took that long, like she had a boyfriend and stuff. And then she's single. I'm like, let's go on a date. On that first date, at noon, totally sober, we got matching tattoos on our ankles together. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it didn't work out with her. Didn't work out with the girl. I broke up with her. And then I called her friend, and I was like, should I have broken up with her? And she said, yeah, well, she was kind of seeing 2 other guys, I think. Okay, good. So I have a constant reminder of that, specifically. Because I have a less than 3, and that's exactly how many dudes she couldn't not fuck at one time. Every time I put on my socks. I had a 6-year relationship once, that's a lot. But it's weird because around that time, I did this video in front of a green screen doing characters to try and get on Saturday Night Live. And this other dude also used the theater that night and was really good at doing voices and stuff. And he's now on Saturday Night Live, which was fine. I'm like, well, he's better. Good job. And then I broke up with the girl, and then I went to a party, and she was with the dude. I'm like, oh, weird. I think I was there when you met that guy. So I'm like, are you guys dating? You are? Okay, that's fine. It didn't bother me. It really didn't. And then he got on Saturday Night Live. I'm like, all right, he's fancy. They're getting married. They're having a baby. Okay. That didn't bother me. It didn't. But on the first episode that I saw him on, at the end, when the whole cast is like, good night, thanks for watching Saturday Night Live, he was fucking wearing one of my t-shirts. Kind of filling it out more. And that had nothing to do with the relationship. I was just like, do you know how hard it is to watch an article of your clothing trump your career? They're happy now, that's fine. I just want my fucking shirt back. Can I get my shirt back? Well, maybe in the joke department. It'd be funny if you had like a government job and you worked in the joke department. Department of Revenue? Sewer billing? I work in the joke department. No, it's not elected. I just show up. Sometimes people laugh. You don't get hired, you can't get fired. I used to run up the M, like drunk and fat, run up the M. I made it to the first switchback today and I had to be airlifted. What the fuck, is it getting steeper? It can't be me aging or getting less healthy. I think tectonic plates have made the mountain steeper. That makes more sense. Oh, this mountain sure changed. I haven't. I'm not 37, but I am 37. Lotion mostly. It's weird though, you reach a certain age. I'm 37. I'm thinking I'm gonna get recircumcised. Start over again. Yeah. The cut I have is so 1975. It's like a bowl cut. It's like a Beatles. It's too Beatlesy. All my friends are circumcising their peanuts. Their kids. They're circumcising. What's up with circumcised peanuts? Is it a nut or a candy? Fucking words. What? My friends. And I can't remember why we circumcise. Tradition? Religion? Is it religion? I think it's tradition. Cleanliness. He'll learn to wash. You can pull it back and wash it. Someone will teach, or you should teach your kid a bit, not someone. That'd be weird. If the guy had a briefcase, I thought he'd teach the kid how to wash. I don't know why he won't stop crying. He's 13. You should teach your baby. Fucking, this is getting weird. The point is, just pull it back. I know it's gross, like European eating dicks, but those guys, they have 40% of their sensitivity not whacked off of it. And what's the reason? You ask a friend, it's like, did you circumcise your baby? Yeah, why? Well, I just want my son's penis to look like his old man's. Gross. What? When are they ever going to be next to each other? What are you, posing for a Christmas photo? Yeah, let's get an uncle in here. Let's make it real fucked up. I've never, Greek bathhouse, whatever it is, I've never seen my dad's dick, ever. And you know how hard I had to try not to see his dick? Not at all. Never came up. Never came. I don't walk around my house kicking in doors like, oh, all right, nothing weird here. It's not gonna, who cares? I saw it once peripherally at the YMCA. The cut wasn't the issue. It was like girth. I crossed my fingers like, oh, I hope Dad's got a hog. I didn't look it right in the eye. Oh, duly noted, Father. We have such similar styles. I can rest assured. They are gross looking though. But watch an adult movie. I don't. I mean, they pop up. All those, you know, they... My sisters, do you think our nephew, it's your son, it's my nephew. You made the kid. I'm related to you, so he's my nephew. That's how it works. I'm here to teach people. I always worry, do you think he's seen porn ever? Oh God, I know, fucking internet. I'm weaning myself off it, no pun intended, but it's there always. I just always think of kids like, oh, and they're like, when I was a kid, I pulled a page, I locked myself in a closet to do the process, pulled a page out of a Spiegel catalog, the bra section, folded it like a prison person. I taped an envelope to my underwear drawer and put this bra section in there when no one was home. And then when the entire neighborhood's gone to a circus or something, I pull it out and I'm like, no, sweet covered boobs. Until I was like 13. And I could summon, that was enough for me. Yeah. Now every kid's seen. Like, I didn't even know women's boobs had nipples till I was like 13. I thought it was like a Barbie doll, just a shiny, bald, perfect orb. Oh. Finally got Cinemax or something when I was in college, and I'm like, oh. That's funny. So many reasons. One, that I still lived at home in college, because I did. And then that Cinemax would be, I don't know. Oh, I'm glad he didn't come out. Oh, I thought you just undid your pants zipper. Let me turn it up a notch. Zip. Joey is gonna be a hot summer. Arugula. Cock salad. It's just his jacket. Just a jacket zipper. Not me. Is that a Patagonia choo-choo? Now I'm saying like dumb shit. I like soup. I like soup quite a bit. No, that's right. Let's talk about some. I'm here to push the envelope. Soup. Let's address it. Go make some soup. I like Campbell's Chunky. I like Campbell's Chunky too. A lot of people are like, which is better, Campbell's Chunky or Campbell's Chunky? I'm like, fuck. You eat what you want. Campbell's Chunky, whatever, you can eat it with a fork. Yeah, I guess it's kind of thick. Campbell's Chunky? Oh, that shit's thicker. You can eat that with a stick or a car key. If you're desperate, you're probably in a ditch somewhere and you don't have OnStar. Just poke it like a lollipop and lick your meat cylinder and panic. No one's coming to help you. Oh. Woo. Wolfgang Puck has a pretty good soup. Chicken pot pie soup, it's called. But then on the can it says chicken pot pie soup, and then in the corner all small it's like, everything but the crust. Well then that's just chicken soup, dick. And I push it off the shelf. Lie to me in aisle 6. What's that, a slice of pizza? Pizza, old-timey. This is new open-faced calzone wedges from the future. All right, food liar. That part's never gotten a laugh. I saw an ad for gum, for Extra Gum, which was like a pretty tame gum. And they were like, they had the balls to go, Extra Gum's a great 1-calorie snack. Snack? Is gum a snack? I don't think so. I think food is a snack. Food goes past your face because you're swallowing it. Gum stays in your face all day if you're lazy. If that's a snack, so are my teeth. Like you can't, You know what gum is? We're all gross, kind of. Because all gum does is sweeten your saliva and you kind of drink your spit. That's not if that's a snack to you, you're weird and you have shitty parties. I'm not coming. I'm not coming to your birthday. Should I bring anything? Bring a spittoon! I'm so wet in the face. You guys are weird. I'm gonna go swimming. You should wait an hour. You've had a lot of gum. Oh, I guess so. Kind of sloshy. Can I tell Alex had a joke? Here's my nephew's joke. He told it today. It's good. What did the elevator say to the other elevator? I think I'm coming down with something. Fucking laugh, dicks. It's my kin. Thank you. People that think they're at a golf tournament. Hole in one, nephew Alex. Hole in one. Here's one of my dad's jokes. It's really good. He goes, when it comes to constipation, sometimes you gotta treat it like a math problem and work it out with a pencil. And show your work. I added that. I feel like I cut out jokes and then I think that's all my jokes. It's okay. We had reached a point and then it goes. That's always how it goes. And I like to have shows taper off into just a conversation where someone wants to leave. A lot of people like, oh, make guns and shoot. Did I do the birds thing? I'll do birds. Gross. Oh no, I separated my shoulder once, snowboarding. Which means they don't do anything. They're just like, oh, you're fucked up, and it has to heal there. So I was like that. I'm like, really? This is my future? Great. I'll ring bells for a living. So they gave me a sling to wear. And so I wore this sling. For like 6 months I wore it. And it wasn't healing anything. I'm just atrophying and getting weaker. And then anything I did, like I'd sneeze and hear just ligaments pop. Like weak shoulder. Oh God. Like that was it. Another 2 months. Like pick up a feather. Oh, that's a pretty feather. No! So I'm like, this is it. I couldn't lift my arm up. And the doctor's like, well, you have to wean yourself off the sling. You have to do exercises, strengthen your rotator cuff thing, and just do, whenever you're thinking about it, just do that. Watching TV or on a walk. Like if you go on a walk, just do that in front of your body. Anytime you're outside on a walk where there's other people with eyeballs, just do that like a weird mime that's churning imaginary butter. You crazy asshole. So I did, that's all. So I would go out, I'm like, okay, steady. And I'd go on walks and do that, and do it up in the air, kind of. And this has never happened prior to this or since, but a bird flew out of a bush and tried to attack my face. I'm just walking, okay, easy. And then a bird, like a giant grackle condor, swept at my eyeballs when I'm in a very delicate situation. And so, and I went, and I just ping, tang, and I just laid down. Oh God, oh Jesus, baby Jesus, the baby Jesus. Just laid there, so much pain. But there's an old lady, like gardening, and I looked right at her. I'm like, oh, hello, human. I wasn't wearing my sling, And she saw the whole thing, so in her eyes, I was just really fucking scared of birds. And I'm already, oh God, oh birds, oh birds, birds, curse the birds, feather birds. I'm 80 years old and planting garzalias, but that guy's a pussy. Let's talk about cartoons. What's with all these owls graduating from something? Every time I see an owl, it's got a graduation hat. I know it's a wise bird. I know they're smart for a bird. But I haven't seen you on campus all year, owl. And here you are in the quad, with your tassel to the right. Tell me, bird, if you're so damn smart. What's your major? Well, I first got interested in anatomy when I puked up my very first mouse skeleton. But my passion, you see, now is in statistics. So I started monitoring my Tootsie Pop licks. Anyway, touche, owl. See you here at 7 for Ultimate Frisbee. Frisbee and an owl. I can't catch. Their wings are shit. I don't like it in cartoons where, like a bird, like Donald Duck, is like a feather wings, and then all of a sudden, when it's convenient, his feathers become phalanges and he grabs shit. Oh, now it's a hand. Fuck you, bird. Gross, weird, and scary. If we can learn anything about the French people from our American cartoon skunks, it's that the French are aggressive rapists. Lay stop means lay stop, Peppy. I don't care if it was a cat that fell asleep near a sleeping construction worker holding white paint. You're not supposed to force yourself on anything, even if it is your species. I always walk people with them. 3 French people left. Parlez passant. I don't have an accent. Did you know that this part of the country is the only part without an accent? Yeah. Some linguist told me that. Yeah, if you go anywhere else, everyone's all dumb sounding. I don't know, but that's not, I love other, I like, New York's fun. I like New York, but that's the word, like if someone goes there and visits for like 6 months or something, they come back and they have an accent that lasts longer than their time there. It's so annoying. Like a friend of ours, remember that girl that went to Ireland and she came back, oh, shillelagh, ukulele, for like 2 years. You were there a month, all right? You drove on a fast street. Hi, Dakota. But like sometimes people live in New York for a while and then they come back. Like in California, I'll talk to someone that, yeah, I went to New York for a while, and then someone else will go, oh, I spent some time in the Big Apple. Where'd you live? Oh, where'd I live? I was over there on 38th Fucknuts. You were on 38th and Fucknuts? You know I had a cousin Vinny over there on 38th and Fuck. You got a cousin Vinny? Yeah, I got a cousin Vinny. Hey, I'm making pizza. I got marinara in my curly mustache. Let's go to my IROC Sea and pass through on our way to Vancouver. I meant Vermont. Anyway. This has gone long enough. Let's go do something else. It's fun though, it's fun. This has been fun. And you've been nice. Not tonight. I just mean in your lives. At some point you were probably nice. I'm just kidding, that's weird. What? Why would I do that? I've had, like, I do weird stuff, and so I've had shows that end horribly. And I don't know. One time I had to open for Cyndi Lauper. Do you know her? Lauper. That's how it's spelled. was supposed to be like 10 shows, and I showed up, and all the roadies and carnies, same thing, same different off season. You go on the road with the band. If not, you stay at the Western Montana Fair and comb your hair into a Def Leppard mirror. Same person. So I showed up, and I'm like, hey, I'm opening for Cindy, and they're like, where's your guitar? And I'm like, I'm telling jokes with my mouth face. And there's the mic. Charlie's nice enough to drive from Bozeman to, it's scary to be the first person talking. That's just scary. And they were like, go do it. And so I grabbed them. Oh, and I was wearing a shirt that had Bush's head with crossbones, and it said, danger. And I was in Houston, Texas, where they really fucking liked him at the time. So I went out to grab the mic, and they're like, boo! They're yelling at me already because of my shirt. And then I hid behind a speaker, but not hide, my ass is out, they could tell. And then I was like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, before tonight's main event, we have, before Cindy Lauper, not Celine Dion, but it's too late. I said Celine Dion. They're like, boo, fuck French Canadian. And then I was like, Cindy Lauper. Anyway, but first, comedian Chris Fairbanks. And then I walked out there like, what's up with that guy who's about to have the exact same voice as me? And I just ate it for like a half hour, just them screaming for me to stop. It was awful. And then when I got done, the guy's like, well, Cindy watched some of your set. You're fired. And I'm like, duly noted. That's what I would have done. I was promised a meal. Yeah, I think we still have to walk down like 12 hallways in this Verizon wireless amphitheater to a salad bar that was like 5 hours old, like wilty Wilt Chamberlain lettuce, and some dressing, and then some like cheese balls, like soft Gouda or something. So I made the salad, put the cheese balls on, dressing, ate most of the salad, got down to the 5th or 6th cheese ball when I suddenly realized I was eating tiny spheres of margarine. That's how I like to wind down after a shitty show. Just a butter salad. The lettuce? Butter. I ate about a pound of butter. Think about my thoughts. Such an awful night. But no, it ends great. I was supposed to do a show a week later, like in San Antonio, an outdoor venue, and she was singing and a bird flew by, and Jesus timed this. Why'd I turn Italian? Jesus timed it. A bird flew by, again a bird, flew by, shat into her open singing mouth. That happened, that's YouTubeable. Find it. Cyndi Lauper sing, she, true call. That happened. I was like all bummed out and I opened the paper. Yeah. Yeah, Cindy. I guess birds just want to have fun too. Hey, thanks you guys. I've been Chris Fairbanks. That was really fun.
To stop by and get a CD of Chris Fairbanks on your way out. Thanks for a great night.